Here's the truth, guys. Women rarely come out and say they're into you. It's not because they're playing games or trying to confuse you. It's just not how most people operate. Instead, they send signals, small, subtle, and sometimes so mixed that it feels like you're trying to decode some ancient, mysterious language. Have you ever caught yourself overanalyzing the smallest gestures? Maybe she brushed your arm in passing, and you spent the rest of the day wondering, was that intentional? Or she smiled at you in a way that felt different, warmer, more inviting, and you thought, is she being nice? Or is there something more here? If you've ever been caught in this endless loop of guesswork, trying to figure out if she likes you or if you're just imagining things, this video is for you. You see, attraction isn't always about what's said. It's often about what's unsaid. The non-verbal cues, the small actions, and the little ways she draws your attention without coming right out and saying it. Today, we're breaking down 10 undeniable signs that a woman wants your attention. These aren't the kind of signals you'll need to squint to notice. These are real, actionable signs that will make things crystal clear once you know what to look for. For example, think about this. Has she ever laughed a little too hard at one of your jokes? Even the ones you know aren't your best? Or have you ever caught her glancing at you across the room, only for her to quickly look away when you catch her? These subtle behaviors might seem insignificant on the surface, but they're often the most powerful clues of all. And it doesn't stop there. From the way she positions herself around you to how she interacts with your friends, every move can hold meaning. The problem is, most guys either don't know these signs exist or second-guess themselves so much that they miss the moment, but not anymore. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of these signals and, most importantly, how to recognize them in real time. Trust me, guys, once you learn this, you'll start noticing these signs everywhere, in conversations, in group settings, even in texts. So, grab your notebook, open your mind, and get ready. Because once you know these 10 signs, you'll no longer be playing the guessing game. You'll have the confidence to know exactly when a woman is into you. Let's dive in. Sign 1. She plays hard to get but never leaves. Women often play hard to get. It's a classic strategy that's less about rejecting you and more about gauging your interest and persistence. It's a way of finding out if you're genuinely invested or just looking for something casual. But here's the key. If she's truly uninterested, she'll reject you outright and avoid further engagement. If she's playing hard to get, she'll still find ways to keep you in her orbit. Example, you ask her to grab coffee and she responds with, "I'd love to, but I'm really busy this week." It feels like a letdown at first, but then she follows up with, "How about Friday instead?" That's not a rejection. It's her testing the waters to see how you handle a little pushback. Another example, you text her and she doesn't reply immediately, but later she sends a thoughtful response and even asks you a question to keep the conversation going. This shows she's interested but wants to maintain an air of mystery. What to do? Match her energy. Show interest, but don't chase or come across as desperate. If she declines your initial invite but offers an alternative, respond with confidence. Friday works perfectly, looking forward to it. This balance of persistence and self-respect is incredibly attractive. Women are drawn to men who value themselves and don't crumble under a little challenge. Sign 2. She finds excuses to be around you. When a woman consistently finds ways to be near you, it's rarely a coincidence. Whether she's showing up at places she knows you frequent or finding reasons to join activities you're part of, this is her way of creating opportunities to connect without being too direct. Example, you work in the same office and she frequently stops by your desk. At first it's work-related, asking a question or needing help with a project. But over time, you notice she lingers longer, cracks jokes, or shares personal stories. She might even say, "I'm grabbing lunch from that new place down the street. Want to come?" Or perhaps you're in a shared friend group and she always seems to arrive early to events or hangs back longer when you're around. She's not just there by chance. She's positioning herself to get more one-on-one time with you. What to do? Acknowledge her efforts and engage in conversation. If she's putting herself in your space, it's because she's hoping you'll notice and reciprocate her interest. Be warm and approachable, but also take the lead. If she's lingering at your desk, suggest continuing the chat over coffee. If she's at an event, ask her how she's been and start a deeper conversation. These moments are her way of testing if you'll meet her halfway. Sign 3. Her body language speaks louder than words. When words fail, body language tells the truth. Women often communicate their interest non-verbally through subtle, instinctive gestures. If you know what to look for, these signs can be as clear as a neon sign saying, "I like you." Examples. At a party or in a group setting, she consistently positions herself close to you. Maybe she finds excuses to stand near you, like pretending to check out the same snack table or joining your conversation circle. When talking, she angles her body toward you, even if she's addressing a larger group. Her feet are pointed in your direction, a classic subconscious sign of interest. She maintains strong eye contact while speaking or listening, and her gaze occasionally drops to your lips. This suggests she's drawn to you on a deeper level. She plays with her hair, adjusts her clothing, or touches her neck when you're around. These are nervous or self-soothing gestures that often occur when someone is attracted but feels slightly shy. She mirrors your actions, like taking a sip of her drink when you do, or mimicking your posture. This unconscious mimicry is her way of creating a connection. Pay close attention to these non-verbal cues, as they're often more reliable than words. If she's leaning in, smiling warmly, or touching her hair while talking to you, she's signaling interest. Match her body language to build rapport, maintain eye contact, angle your body toward her, and respond with a confident smile. You could even say something light-hearted like, "You know, you're really easy to talk to." This shows you've noticed the connection and are open to it. Sign 4. She compliments you in unique ways. When a woman is interested, her compliments often go beyond surface-level observations like, "You look good today." Instead, she'll notice and appreciate the qualities that make you unique, whether it's your sense of humor, your kindness, or how you approach challenges. These personalized compliments show she's paying attention to you as an individual. Examples. Instead of a generic, "You're so smart," she might say, "I love how you can explain something complicated in a way that makes everyone feel smart." This shows she admires not just your intelligence, but also your ability to connect with others. If you're good with kids or pets, she might say, "It's so sweet how patient you are with them. Not everyone has that gift." This signals she's noticing traits that would make you a great partner. After hearing you share a personal story, she might comment, "I really admire how you stay so optimistic, even when things are tough." Such remarks indicate she's attuned to your emotional depth. What to do? When she gives you a meaningful compliment, don't just brush it off with a quick "thanks." Acknowledge it sincerely and engage with her. For example, if she says, "I love how you can make anyone laugh," you might respond with, "That means a lot. It's something I try to do, especially when people are stressed." This shows you value her observation and opens up the conversation for deeper connection. You can also reciprocate with a personalized compliment about her. "I really admire how thoughtful you are. It's not something you see in everyone." This creates a mutual exchange of appreciation, which strengthens the bond. Sign 5. She makes eye contact but looks away quickly. This classic move is one of the most subtle yet powerful signs of interest. Eye contact is a universal indicator of attraction, but when paired with a quick glance away, it suggests shyness or uncertainty. She's drawn to you but doesn't want to appear too bold or obvious. It's her way of testing the waters while protecting her vulnerability. Examples. You're in a crowded room, and out of the corner of your eye, you notice her looking at you. As soon as your eyes meet, she looks away quickly and pretends to be focused on her phone or chatting with a friend. During a conversation, she maintains brief moments of eye contact, but then looks down or away with a slight smile. This isn't a sign of disinterest. It's her way of signaling attraction while feeling a bit self-conscious. If this happens repeatedly, catching her looking at you multiple times, it's a clear sign she's interested but unsure how to proceed. What to do? When you catch her looking, respond with warmth and confidence. Smile and hold her gaze for just a second longer than usual before looking away. This communicates that you've noticed her interest and are open to engaging. You might also take the opportunity to approach her if the setting feels right. For example, "I couldn't help but notice you looking over. Were you trying to say hi?" This light-hearted comment breaks the ice and shows you're confident but not overbearing. Sign 6. She asks personal questions. When a woman is intrigued by you, she'll naturally want to learn more about who you are. This goes beyond casual small talk. She'll ask thoughtful questions about your life, interests and values to understand you on a deeper level. These questions are her way of building intimacy and showing she cares about more than just surface-level interaction. Instead of generic questions like, "What do you do for work?" she might ask, "What inspired you to choose your career?" or "What's the most rewarding part of your job?" These questions show she's genuinely interested in your motivations and passions. She might delve into personal territory with questions like, "What's a memory from your childhood that always makes you smile?" or "What's one thing you've always wanted to do but haven't yet?" These are designed to get you to open up and share meaningful experiences. If she's curious about your past relationships, she might subtly ask, "Have you ever been in a long-term relationship?" or "What's something you learned from your last relationship?" This shows she's evaluating compatibility while trying to understand your emotional depth. What to do? Respond openly and authentically. Share stories and insights that give her a glimpse into who you are while keeping the tone light and engaging. For instance, if she asks about your favorite childhood memory, you could say, "I used to build epic forts in the backyard with my siblings. We'd pretend we were explorers in a jungle. It's one of the best parts of growing up." Then turn the conversation around and ask her something personal. "What about you? Do you have a favorite memory from growing up?" This creates a balanced exchange and deepens the connection. By sharing and asking questions in return, you're showing mutual interest, which makes her feel seen and valued. Sign 7. She laughs at your jokes, even the bad ones. Humor is a universal way to bond, and if she laughs at your jokes, especially the corny or outright bad ones, it's a strong indicator that she enjoys being around you. Laughter creates a shared moment of joy and signals her willingness to connect with you on a personal level. Example: you make a pun about the weather, and while others roll their eyes, she bursts out laughing and even encourages you to share more. Her laughter isn't just about the joke, it's about showing that she values your presence and finds your personality charming. What to do? Appreciate the connection, but stay authentic. There's no need to force jokes just to keep her entertained. Let your natural humor shine and enjoy the easy flow of conversation. Overdoing it might come off as trying too hard, so let your shared laughter happen naturally. Sign 8. She touches you casually. Physical touch is a powerful way to build closeness and show affection without words. When she finds reasons to touch you casually, whether it's brushing against your arm, tapping your shoulder, or straightening your tie, she's subtly expressing her comfort and interest in you. Example: as you're walking together, she lightly places her hand on your arm while emphasizing a point in the conversation. These fleeting gestures, though subtle, speak volumes about her trust and fondness for you. Respond naturally and warmly. Don't overthink or make her feel self-conscious about her actions. Acknowledge the warmth of her gestures by being receptive and relaxed. Keep in mind that these touches are her way of creating intimacy in a gentle, unspoken way, so reciprocate with kindness and respect. Sign 9. She notices details about you. When someone remembers the little things about you, your preferences, habits, or personal anecdotes, it shows they're paying close attention. This isn't just politeness, it's an indication that they genuinely care and are making an effort to connect on a deeper level. Examples. She remembers your favorite coffee order and surprises you with it one morning without asking. During a casual chat, she brings up a story you mentioned weeks ago, like the time your dog Max did something funny. She notices you always wear a particular style of watch and compliments it, or she recalls you love pineapple on your pizza when most people don't. What to do? Respond with genuine appreciation. Thank her for noticing or remembering, as it's a meaningful sign of interest and effort. Show that her attentiveness doesn't go unnoticed, as this reinforces the positive connection. You might say, "Wow, you have a great memory," or "Thanks for remembering that. It means a lot." Sign 10. She mirrors your actions. Mirroring is a psychological phenomenon where people subconsciously copy each other's body language, gestures, or speech patterns. It's a sign of comfort and rapport, often indicating a desire to connect on a deeper level. Examples. You're at a cafe and take a sip of your coffee. A moment later, she picks up her cup and takes a sip too. You lean slightly to one side during a conversation, and she shifts her posture in the same way. During a discussion, she starts using similar phrases or tone of voice as you, matching your energy and style. Acknowledge the mirroring subtly by maintaining positive energy and warmth. Avoid pointing it out directly, as it's usually subconscious, and drawing attention to it might make things awkward. Instead, recognize it as a sign of comfort and attraction, and continue to foster the natural flow of your interaction. Now that you know these 10 signs, it's time to put your observational skills to work. Attraction is often about subtle, everyday actions that reveal a lot about how someone feels. Pay attention to the details, but remember, confidence and genuine connection are key. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe for more relationship insights, and share it with someone who might need these tips. Until next time, stay confident, stay aware, and keep building meaningful connections.